what are some of the things that can be done to help these nice people, or those nice people, what they can do to overcome this situation. So I would say for expectation, right? We did discuss expectation having one of the reasons for the the problem that nice people usually find themselves in, right? So first thing is we should know, and this is a sad reality of our world, is that we live in a world that does not appreciate the niceness. You may argue, oh, not everyone is like that. There are some people who really like happiness or niceness. When you nicely, people do act nicely. But at the same time, you see more and more people struggling as well. We at times are nicer to people we meet on the street, but we are not nice to people we stay with, right? Or we interact with, or people who matter in our life. At times we are too far more what do you say, formal and nicer to people who do not matter as much in our lives, but then we are not as much nice when it comes to our own family members, friends, relative, people we work with, or our social circle, right? Because we start to lose formality, we start to become more casual. And when we become casual, I don't know from where this thing has creeped in our understanding, which is in the name of uh, being casual or natural. We we have lost out on etiquettes. Like if I give an example, if we are completely casual and comfortable and natural at home, at times we don't treat our spouses as nicely like you used to do when you got married, or before you got married. um, we start taking people for granted, right? This is a sad reality of the world. Our expectation or people's expectation change. When they achieve something, they move on to achieving something else. This phenomena of this world not appreciating nice thing. If you are looking for something that you need, and I'm talking about something you need, I'm not talking about something that you have, you will be nicer to the person that has something that you need, as opposed to someone um, who, when you have something and you come across a person that has that thing, you probably won't pay attention, or you want to get away from a person who wants something. How different it is from we or anyone else, because everyone is looking for something and not everyone has everything. We on one side are not as nice to people who are looking for something from us, but at the same time we are trying to get something from others. And this is the sad reality of the world that we live in, because we work in a life in this world where we only talk about accumulating thing, accumulating effort, comfort, whether it's in the form of money, materialistic pleasures, or the relationship, or the house and things like that. We try to build this comfort around us based on our own thinking, and we try to think that our happiness lies in that, even though we realize these things do not give you happiness. Many people have money, many people have houses, many people had, or at least had, if no, if you don't want to use the word have, or had houses, money, marriages, how, whatever, jobs, cars, the thing that people run after. Were they happy, or are they happy, right? So this is the sad reality, that most of the world that we stay in, or people that we live with, they do not appreciate as much niceness, because everyone is busy on in their own life. They are busy in finding something. They are carrying the work pressure, they are carrying the pressure of relationship or something or other, and it comes out on the soft target. And typically nice people are the ones who are the soft targets, because they listen, because they care, and they are on the receiving end. So if you have this understanding that not everyone would have appreciation for niceness, you can work on your expectation. It is really important aspect of expectation. Then also having the right expectation, right? Um, Many people, when you talk about this world, when you know that this world in general may not have appreciation for something good, or may have appreciations, there are people, by the way, I'm not saying this world is bad. By no mean I'm trying to say that. In fact, if you become spiritual, you'll see the nicety of this world. You'll find the divinity in even the smaller things. Forget about people; they are really the living source of divinity we have around. Even though they are acting in a different way, they are not acting in a way that we prefer. This universe is full of so much divinity and beauty, intricacies, that if one starts to pay attention, one cannot find anything else but bliss. You just have to see, you just have to notice things, and we just don't pay attention. That's one of the reasons. I don't want to talk about too much about it, then we will deviate from the topic. But having the right attention from people can actually stop you from not suffering as much. If you do not expect from people to acknowledge or reciprocate, you will not suffer as much. And that is what is going to happen sooner or later. If you want to stay nice, you have to have this expectation. Many who help people out, if they only help out people to get something, it becomes a transaction. For me, that is a business. You're looking thing in return. But when you help selflessly, that's when you do not have expectation. You're just letting things out. You're just helping people out without any expectation. And that's when you'll start to see more bliss coming to you. And you would say, Vikas, all this is fine, the bliss, mental peace, and then the pleasure that I feel inside is something. But then, what do I do about the situation? Well, I can tell you that if you know law of attraction works, right? If you know how we impact things in the world when our thinking makes changes to our own reality, or the vibration and the frequency of our energy makes changes to the reality, you would know that the physical world would start to change. It's surprising that how much of that really happens around us. I can vouch from my experience that when I started to become more spiritual, I saw that people around me changing. And that's something that happened with so many people that I know. I gave one example because I know this person from almost 40 years, which is the biggest chunk of my life, basically. And we are in touch at times. There are people I was not in touch with for many years from my school. They got in touch with me, and you know what, they start to talk about law of attraction in some way or other, even without knowing that I do have a group. So you would see people changing around you the moment you start to realize the potential that you have. You start to see how things work. You would see things start to change. They may change instantly, they may take some time, but things would change. I can guarantee that from my understanding and experience. So it is important that we have the right expectation. If you do things without getting as much impacted, if you do not let expectations, your own expectations, by the way, you set them those expectations, not anyone else. Sometimes those expectations are set by society, friends, family, all those people. No matter who set those expectations, if you work for those expectations, if they are not met, you're going to suffer. But if you do not have those expectations, your vibration, your frequency will not change, and rather you will operate at a higher frequency, which will eventually bring goodness in your life. So if you can stop yourself from expecting or having expectation, it is not an easy thing, I know. It takes practice. It will take some time, but I can assure you can get there. And I can assure the benefit of that. One thing itself will make a lot of changes. If you do not expect from outcome, from reactions from people, from the conversation that have as a result of what you have done, or you don't see reciprocation from of your actions. If you don't expect, you will start to see things changing as well, because you will operate at that level where your energy, your frequency will start bringing that change. Whether you consider that karma being at play, or whether you consider that law of attraction at play, where you manifesting your own based on the frequency that you operate in. The important aspect to understand here is that not having expectation also means that we operate in a happy mindset. At times we say, oh, I don't have any expectation from it, but then we are not happy. It means maybe we think that we don't have expectation, but we still do have expectations. Because if we do not have any connection or expectation from people or outcome or situations, right? We would not be negatively impacted by that. And if there is something negative, and when I say something negative, I'm talking about something that does not serve well from our vibration perspective. Because negative emotions do also have a frequency, they have a lower frequency versus some of the positive emotions having higher frequency. So I'm talking about that scale of frequency where negative can bring down your scale or vibration, versus positive frequency, positive emotion that can elevate or elevate your frequency. So not having expectation, you're not getting negatively impacted, your frequency is not impacted, you will start to see those changes. So that's on expectation.